Old school, old school, old school. Only like it if it's old school. Only like it if it's old school. Yeah. Check. Yo. Check. I only like it if it's old school. You might see me in my old school whip. I rip a old school scared. I'm talking about some old school ish. You don't like it, get off my old school. Old school. I only like it if it's old school. You might see me in my old school whip. I rip a old school scared. Talk about some old school ish. You don't like it, get off my old school.
Reminisce like Pete Rock and CL Smooth when we were younger dudes rolling around in an old school. So cool, living life with no rules, soaking up the sunshine, drinking on a cold brew. The days of the boom bap, esky in the boot, windows down with the tunes loud. Banging. Hit the corner sideways every other Friday, flexing down the highway. Fords, Holdens, Daddos and Rotors, the fresh scent of the rubber, the sound of the motor like nothing else. Bench seats with no seat belts, melting in the back, listening to tracks. Nas, KRS, Guru to name a few. Cypress Hill was ill, Wu-Tang up in the deck too. Shit was awesome, 619's cranked to distortion. Doing doughies flex when the laws come. It's all fun when you're young and stupid, falling for young ladies like you're shot by Cupid. A nuisance that I have a mind like Newton, but chose to spend my time getting blind and puking.
Only like it if it's old school. You might see me in the old school whip. I rip a old school scared. Talk about some old school ish. You don't like it, get off my old school. My old school. I only like it if it's old school. You might see me in my old school whip. I rip a old school scared. Talk about some old school ish. You don't like it, get off my old school. Old school.
Nike shoes, Adidas track suits, the amp under the seat, the sub up in the boot. Pick up the crew, hit the road and pump some tunes. Car full of lads cruising for just something to do. Mixtapes pass around, yeah we shared the sound. Fuck the radio, always bumping dope underground. Real hip hop, east, west, south and north. Digging in the crates for artists that weren't up in the source. Yo, of course, I gotta give it up to the Aussies. Had the local shows lit, the girls moving their bodies. Hilltops, obese, SBX, LC. Too many more to name, shouts out to them all. We
only like it if it's old school. You might see me in the old school whip. I rip a old school scared. Talk about some old school ish. You don't like it, get off my old school. Old school. I only like it if it's old school. You might see me in my old school whip. I rip a old school scared. Talk about some old school ish. You don't like it, get off my old school. Old school.
Get off my old school, old school. Get off my fucking old school. Reebok Pump 78 throwbacks, disposable cameras with the film from Kodak.